Welcome, folks, to a Friday night edition of the IWM Recruitment Race. Tonight we are live from Daytona International Speedway for a night race here with over 24 entries. I am your host, Rick Sousa, and tonight my co-host is Matt Swope. Matt, we've got a fun race tonight. We've got a bunch of guys here enjoying this impressive super speedway racing. I know you're familiar with this track.
Absolutely.
What are your thoughts about tonight?
I'm watching these guys out here qualifying right now. Looks like some of these guys are having trouble getting onto the track, to be honest with you. So hopefully the car's not too loose tonight. I love this track. It's a little loose going into the tri-oval, and it's real loose coming out of four. Got to be real careful on exit. Bumping's going to be fun, and drafting's going to be even funner.
So what do you think the keys tonight for this race would be? Not losing the draft. That would be the first one, I would imagine, and being able to stay out of trouble, right?
Absolutely. Keeping the car clean is going to be very important. We got 70 laps. 70 laps is a long time in a 2.5 mile track. Pit stops are always going to be good. We're going to have a couple pit stops, I'm sure, tonight, aren't we, Rick?
I would believe so. We've got 70 laps here tonight. Let's bring up the race info for tonight. So tonight's actual temperature is 71 degrees. That track temp is the same at 70, so it's a cool track tonight. We've got 70 laps and 60% fuel. They've got 2 quick repairs, and it's the fixed iRacing setup for this evening.
70 degrees. It's a night race. Should be a nice fast track tonight, I would think.
I would think the same.
Got a couple guys out here. Who got 88 out there right now?
Hey, top of the board, we got Freddie Durstock with a 50.55. We had Chris Howell on the track. Chris put up a time of 50.70. Right now, I think he is headed back to the pits. I think Scott Crouch is on the track now. This is Scott's.
Scott just came out of 2.
Yeah, this is his.
Riding out wall. Now, my suggestion qualifying, my best bet. I like to stay off the wall a little bit. I think it tends to drag you back a little bit. I like to ride that little lane down, maybe that middle lane for that first lap. If he's going to do the high line to low line, if he's going to run just a low line, he needs to just get down there and go.
That was his first lap. We'll see. So he came in 7th with a time of 50.66. I think it was, as you stated, he was a little bit high through his turns, and that impacted his overall time.
Absolutely. Looks like he's still out there running. Maybe he's trying a different line. Maybe he might be working on something new. You never know.
Well, I think that was the end of qualifying, and so we've got 5 minutes of a warm-up here, so we can talk a little bit about what we've got and talk about IWM. So this race is for the iRacing Warrior Motorsports League. They've got a schedule of how many races, Matt, do we have for IWM for the schedule?
I believe it's 12. I believe it's 12 races for the first season. Yes, without playoffs. We're not going to do a playoff season this year, from what my brother's telling me.
Okay, so for the 2022 inaugural season, it kicks off on May 4th in Las Vegas, goes then to Daytona and Iowa, Michigan, Nashville, Chicagoland, Nashville Superspeedway, Auto Club, Bristol, Talladega, Charlotte, and finishes up on July 20th at Homestead. Since this is its inaugural season, we've got it open to all potential folks that are interested in running with IWM. It's a really no nonsense kind of league. Limited drama, a lot of fun, a lot of good camaraderie. And it's been our pleasure to be part of the broadcasting team that covers the iRacing Motorsports events.
Yeah, a lot of good guys putting this league together, and we're not racing in the league either. So we're able to put more thought into it and make it a little more creative. So it's gonna be a fun year, I think.
Well, I think that's what differentiates the IWM or the iRacing Warrior Motorsports Club Series from a lot of other leagues out there. You guys are active. You're part of the broadcast team. You're part of the, the ownership is non-drivers. They're doing full race control. They're not trying to do it and drive at the same time. And more importantly, they're not competing with their league members.
Oh, trust me, we want to.
Well, I think it really just
like
brings
competing.
right. But I think
we want to bring a professionalism to this. I've seen a lot of leagues go bust, just with lack of rules and lack of oversight, really. So we're just trying to do things a little different. That's all.
Well, I think that's huge, and I'm hoping that you guys have great success with the Cup Series and hopefully expand to others as well.
Well, we got some great help, so I'm sure we will.
Well, a lot of action on the track.
Going over payouts now.
A lot of action on the track. What's that?
Yeah, we got Donald Ray. Look like Donald's from Rockwell, Texas.
So one of the things, if you are viewing from home, you'll see some differences in the tower numbers and the car numbers. So just to explain, that tower number is how iRacing takes the number by the individual driver. If his paint doesn't match in this recruitment race, that number, then there's going to be a little bit of a discrepancy between those tower numbers. So bear with us. We'll try to do our best to point those numbers out to you and follow the drivers as they head around the track.
Okay. 88 is Donald Ray. That's why I'm glad you left it on him for a while, because I was confused right there as you were going over it. I'm glad I found him. There are a couple for sure that are different numbers that we will definitely try to figure out as we go along.
We will. So we'll try to kind of skip through a bunch here. We've got just about a minute left. So this shows...
Go, buddy Dan.
Yep.
Corey Raboin? I'm not sure I know how to say that one. I wanted to say Raboin. I'm going to say that I might be saying. Oh, wow. That's a nice camera right there. That's a good view. I give him a little tap out of the corner. Corey looks nice and calm inside the camera there, inside the car.
He absolutely does.
Got a few cars sitting in the pit lane there. Looks like we're getting ready to grid up.
We are.
That's going to be the end of warm-up. Got Sam Donato here, hometown from Buffalo. Travis Murgaard on the track, the number 3 car.
All right, we're about to grid up. Let's go ahead and look at our starting grid for tonight. On the pole, we have Freddie Durstock in the number 23. In second, Donald Ray. He'll be on the outside in the 25. In third, Jamison McDonald in the 17. And behind the leader, Travis Murgaard in the 3. I believe his car on track is a 6. In 5th place, you've got Lewis Hayes in the 22. You've got Jeff Neely in the 40 in the 6th position. In 7th, Scott Crouch in the 68. In 8th, Jeff Nairn in the 27. In 9th, Kublai Salen in the 5. In 10th position, Christopher Howell in the 88. In 11th, Michael Lowry in the 20th. And Donnie Shealy in the 18 in 12th. Yeah.
Sounds like me. I pushed it the first time I did it.
In 13, Chris Rubley in the 85. In 14th, Dan Withers in the 67. In 15th place, Evan Amick in the 77. In 16th, from China, Zhao Liu in the 26.
How about that?
Yeah. In the 17th position, you've got Philip Groner in the 30th. In 18th, Luis Enriquez in the 55. In 19th, Elliott Swope in the 33. In 20th, John Lager in the 19. In 21st, Sam Denoto in the 21. That's interesting. The 21 in the 21. In the 22nd position, Cody Larson in the 24. Bradley Cockrell in the 47 and 23rd. Kevin Hayes in 24th position in the 28th. And I think...
That is a nice full field.
Yeah. In 25th, Zachary... I don't want to say his last name and screw it up. Bjerknes. I'm not sure. In the 11, Donnie Shealy in 28th in the 14th, and bringing up the rear with an incredible name, Britannicus Crawford in the 08.
Britannicus. I don't believe I've seen his name before.
I don't believe I have either.
I've raced with him before.
Have you?
From Michigan. How about that, Mo? Maybe I haven't. Now it doesn't sound familiar, now that I say Michigan.
Well, the lights are off on the top of the pace car. There's a good chance we're about to go green here and kick off this Friday night special edition of the IWM Recruitment race here at Daytona International Speedway at night. And look, green, green, green. Here we go. This is live.
Oh, they're holding him. Bumping, bumping, bumping. Holding, and they're off.
Travis Murgaard has jumped out to first place.
Oh, they're already 3 wide.
And they are already 3 wide.
Bottom line's got a good run. They're starting to line up nice.
Yeah, top line hasn't quite formed up in that upper groove. Well, they're wrecking. They're wrecking.
I hear it. Oh,
caution is out. Caution is out. We've got a number of cars that have unfortunately wrecked. We'll jump back.
If we can find out what happened.
Yep, let's go back. I think the first. I think Zachary may have lost it coming off. Oh, there we go. We can see it. Yeah, there's just a lot going on.
There's a little bit happening up front, a little bit happening up back. A lot of checking up going on.
There's a lot of damaged race cars out there.
Oh, Scott took him a ride. Scott, there was nothing he could do. He just kept getting hit. Dang. Somebody just scrolled around on the top. Who was that in the number 19? He just cruised around. It's like he knew it was coming. Number 19, who's that? That's John.
That's John.
Good
That's
John.
Unfortunately, it looked like that 29 car did not get the memo. And yeah, that's Corey Reboyne, and basically ran through the field.
His spotter must have been asleep, I think, maybe.
Something.
Wow. If there wasn't damage to somebody's car, there is now.
Yeah, well, they've got 2 quick repairs here tonight, so those that got some damage can get back in there and get that damage fixed up and get back on track.
And, you know, two quick repairs is good. You know, a wreck early at Daytona, even if you go a lap down, isn't going to hinder your race if it's 70 laps. So you can always get back on the lead lap, especially in these recruitment races. There's going to be more cautions. That's going to give lucky dogs. I'm sure Elliott's got the lucky dogs on, I would think.
I'm sure he does too. So you've got, well, we're just 2 laps of green flag racing. We're in lap 3 of 70, and we're under our first caution of the night.
Was Freddie and Freddie wasn't involved in that, was he? Coming out of the-
What's that?
I'm just trying to. There were so many people in that wreck. I was just. Freddie
Yeah.
was up front.
So you got in that wreck, we saw Zachary Jerkness, we saw Dan Withers involved, Scott Croach, Sam DiNoto involved, Philip Groner, Kevin Haas was also involved. We also saw the 29 car of Corey Rambone was also involved. So we saw a good bit of the field involved in that accident.
Like you said, we got those quick repairs, so let's hopefully that's not called the big one.
Right, exactly. So a lot of folks have already made it through pit road. I think there's only one car still on pit road that's coming out now. We're still here under caution and are pacing. Field has not come back together yet.
We should be at 1 to go, I would think, right here. Crossing the line. They should start forming up, I would think, right here.
You are
Unless
correct.
I'm let off.
Yep, lights are off on the top of the pace car, and we are back to getting ready to go back to green flag racing here at Daytona.
We're gonna have Travis and Freddie starting out here out front. See how Travis, if he's gonna hold up the field or he's gonna take off. These guys gonna work together. They're teammates, aren't they?
I think they are.
Absolutely. They might be working together, and we'll see what happens.
Well,
Yeah,
the field is on the backstretch.
Long bottom line.
It is. Pace car should be dropping off momentarily, and we'll get this back to green flag racing.
Really hope they start stacking it up a little quicker here. A little backed up. There's little stragglers in the back. It's gonna take a while to catch up.
Yep, they're hanging back. Some of those may have been damaged cars or just coming back. I think here we go. Back to green flag.
Oh. Here they come through the pro.
Well, they are 3 wide.
Oh, Freddie
Okay,
got
that's
shuffled back.
Yeah, he sure did.
That outside line, nobody went with him. He tried to side draft Travis there in the beginning and try to get a little run, but it didn't work.
Well, those top 4 cars have definitely broken out to a bit of a good nose to tail pack.
We got 2 wide a little further back here, around 9th and 10th.
Yeah, hoping that that second line would begin to form up, but it doesn't look like they're moving quite up. We do see another pack.
4 guys up there. They're trying to make it work. I think I don't know if they're trying to be patient or trying to get more people up there. Maybe they think that line will go. Hey, they got 4 cars up there. If they really form it up, oh, they're
wrecking again. Big wreck. Our second caution here at lap 6.
Oh, somebody's upside down. Looks like that's
Yep.
number 17 of Jamison McDonald.
Yeah,
he was running up front. That was.
We'll go back and show it.
I was looking out in the back when that happened.
Oh yeah. Let's go back and try to see what happened with. He was up front.
Just got a push. Yeah, it looks like somebody pushed him coming out of 2 there, maybe.
So he's got. I'm trying to see where. Looks like he was spun by the 22, kind of hooked him. right into the wall. That's a 22 of Lewis Hayes.
Oh yeah, that wasn't even close. He just
Yeah, kind of hooked him right in, and unfortunately, that really pretty spectacular wreck.
Wow. Oh, took out Freddie too in the process.
Yeah, looked like Freddie Durstock also got some damage as well.
77 came down. Bam.
Yeah.
Hit the four. It looks like.
Yeah. Saw
Wow.
a bunch of wrecked
All
cars.
kinds of mayhem.
Mayhem galore. So lots of damaged race cars. All right. Well, that's what those quick repairs are for. Definitely some folks survived, and unfortunately, with the 28 coming back up on track, I think it also took out the 5 as well. So.
Oh, the 26. Man, I thought he was going to save it a couple times, and he still came back up and, wow, took somebody out.
Yep. So we are back. We can take a quick peek at what's happening on pit lane. Looks like we've got a few cars coming in.
Cars coming in, probably to fix some damage. I don't know, maybe top off some fuel. Might have an odd number of laps they're gonna have to deal with here. Lucky dogs are on. Somebody got their lap back.
Well, Travis Murgaard is staying on top. You've got Lewis Hayes in the second position, Michael Lowry in third, Jeff Neeney in fourth, Brad Cockrell is showing in fifth, Christopher Howell in sixth, Kublai Ceylon in seventh, and Dan Withers in eighth, Zachary Jerkness in ninth, and Chris Robley in 10th.
Like they're starting to form it up.
They are. Freddie Durstock was able to get that damage repaired, and he's back out on the track.
Very good, very good.
So these stragglers, they've got to get them to kind of form back up. My guess is that the lights will come off the pace car as he crosses the stripe. This time we'll be back to green in just another lap. So you got to hope that these guys are going to, especially those that are in the back, are going to move up quickly and try to catch back up with the field. Or if not, they're going to kind of get caught in the back as that draft forms up. And the last thing you want to do here, like many other super speedways, is lose that draft.
Absolutely. Kind of worked out for him last time, though, with that wreck happening almost instantly.
Yeah.
But you can't plan for that though every time. You have to plan to be up front and to race. You gotta be able to finish up front to finish the best you can. That's my opinion anyway.
Well, you got to also assume that at some point that wreck is going to happen, but you got to be prepared. You just got to be prepared.
Absolutely. Got to be on your toes at all times, especially when you're going 190 miles an hour.
Well, they're on the back stretch now.
These guys they got some of the nerves out after the second caution. We've only ran a couple green flag laps here. Maybe they can get a couple green flag laps in here, and maybe get a nice green flag pit stop would be nice to see.
That would be great. I would love to see an extended green flag session here.
Absolutely. Just need a little patience.
Here we go. We are live. We are back to green.
Travis really got a nice jump there on that restart.
Yeah, that pack of 4 is out front. Burgard, Lowry, Hayes.
Oh, 22. Woo. Really got into Michael. Woo, Lewis really got into Michael there coming out of 2. That was... I thought he was going to spin him there for a minute. That's a nice camera. That's a good view.
There's a lot of jockeying for position as we move back through the field behind the leaders.
I thought they were just going to line up for a minute, but yeah, they started jockeying as soon as they got into 3 and 4, didn't they?
Well, that outside groove has not formed up. It's pretty loose. Though I think there is an attempt now to try and form that outside groove up. You got the 5 Sealand out there, and I saw Jeff Nini is out there.
Yeah, they got a group of 4 up there. A group of 4 can, if they can really line up, they can make it work. A group of 4 good drafting cars up there can go to the front. Now they get 5 up there now, so they can really make that work if they're patient. It might take a minute to get that momentum, but oh, they got 6. Now they're gonna make a run at it. They're gonna start racing
there's a lot of moving parts right now. There's a lot of guys that aren't really holding that line. There's a lot of movement going on, so that always makes it that much more challenging and frankly a little dangerous.
Yeah, you know, and that causes a lot of checking up, and frankly that'll cause your line to go a little slower too, honestly, for sure.
Saw 3 wide.
Nice little move. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think these drivers are still trying to figure out where do they want to be. Do they want to be on the low side? Do they want to be on the high side? I think they're still trying to figure out where their car runs best.
Well, I think what is it? This looks like about the first 7 guys here. They're, into the wall. Who was that? Oh, going backwards.
Oh yeah, wrecking. 3rd caution.
Looks like the number 25. Looks like Christopher Robley.
Go back and see. I thought we saw.
He's the one I was chasing with my camera.
Let's back that up a little bit.
Oh, he checked up and he got bumped. Who was that hit him there? And he went up and hit the wall and he couldn't save it.
Who was it that bumped it? You able to figure that out?
I did not.
All right, so let's watch this group of guys here.
It's the yellow car. I can't really see his number, which is bugging me. Maybe Lewis.
That's Hayes.
Lewis Hayes.
Lewis Hayes, yeah, he's in that yellow 29 maybe. So he's down on the low side. Jeff Nini drops below the yellow line.
Now they're swerving back and forth, and then it looks like he's gonna give him. Yeah, he checks up. Yeah.
So it looks like he bumped the car in front of him. The 85. Is it the 85?
It's the 85, but it shows up as the I believe the 25 on. it's confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he checked. It was a checkup, and Lewis didn't check up behind him in time. It didn't look like.
Well, definitely sent that car into the wall, and in doing so, he then came back down on the track, tagged the nose of the 47 into the 23, and the 85 spun the 22, and yeah.
Oh,
carnage in the back.
Again.
He was. All right, let's go back to live. So with 14 laps in the books, we've got our 3rd caution. You know, here at Daytona, most of these are not single car wrecks. They then tend to bring someone along with them, and there winds up with a lot of damage. We've got the 27 currently on pit road. A lot of guys are in on pit
27.
road. Yep, that's
20
Freddie Durstock.
22's
27's coming out.
22's in. Of course, he was involved in that wreck. Lewis. Got McDonald in. Hayes in. I think,
Evan Amick was in. I think he was just changing tires. That was a 15-second stop, so topped off his fuel and took fresh set of rubber.
you know, it looks like Freddie might have had one of his quick repairs left. I thought he was involved in the first wreck as well, but it looks like he got his car clean.
Yep, looks like he's back out there with a fresh car. So, unfortunately, that may be his second quick repair. So, oh, and the 22 just may have almost tagged him from behind.
Hit the wall.
It's Lewis
So-
Hayes.
Still got Travis out leading. Michael Lowry running second. Christopher Howell running third. Zachary Jergens running fourth. And our buddy John Ledger rounding out the top 5. This should be starting to, well, yeah, it should be starting to, they came out of the pits.
Yep,
Right, should be starting to form back up and get ready to go green here.
Absolutely. The lights are off on the pace car, and we are about to go back to green here at Daytona International Speedway. Lap 16 of the iRacing Warriors Motorsports Cup season recruitment race.
From Daytona International Speedway. We're not doing the original opening season Daytona race like most leagues do. We're gonna open up with Las Vegas as well. I think that we're doing that for a deterrent. I think a lot of people jump in those super speedways at the beginning of the leagues and get wrecked out, and they get deterred. They don't want to come back. So, like I said, we're trying to do things a little different. So, I think we're going to open up with Las Vegas, give some other drivers, the chance, and then we'll start off with Daytona, the second race of the season.
I think a 1.5 mile speedway also, it definitely is, it tests the driver. There's a lot of challenge there. It's not just flat out. You've got to learn how to take care of your tires, figure out your line, and really to work, not just gas and go.
Absolutely. And this new fixed setup and this new next-gen car at Las Vegas can be a little tricky at times, too. It can get loose.
Well, we are about to go back to green.
They are. Pace car's off.
Green flag is out.
Oh, nice jump by Travis. Oh, Michael jumped down in front of Chris. That was real close. That might have got Chris's britches a little tight there.
Then that same pack of 4 has jumped out.
They got the right idea. They want to get out and they want to run some laps. Line up and go. That's sometimes that's the best idea for these super speedways. You get a lot of racing to do.
There's a lot of jockeying, 3 wide and 2 wide mid-pack.
I think maybe a lot of these guys in the back get a little nervous, thinking that front pack's going to get away and they're never going to catch them. If they just line up and they get in the line, they can catch back up to these guys. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're just in the back. Maybe they want to race, which I'm fine with too. That makes it more interesting for us.
Absolutely. So Freddie Durstock is back. He is currently showing in 14th position. We're looking back in the 12th, 13th, and 14th position. We'll jump back up. There's a lot of slicing and dicing going on.
Oh, we're running 3 wide now in the back. Oh.
Yeah, there's a car on the wall. It looks to be the 47 car.
Oh, they're wrecking.
Oh, 26, 77. Well, we're back out again with caution. Looks like one of the, we'll go back and look at the cause.
We're reviewing our fourth caution of the day.
Yeah, it looks like the
Here it is.
26 car dropped below the yellow line.
Oh.
So he came down across the nose of the 27. There may have been a little bit of contact. He caught the edge of the apron that spun him right back up into the 19. And going around,
Yeah.
Freddie just escaped that.
Oh, it's always good to see them safety flaps popping up to keep them cars from flipping over. I always like to throw that out there. It's good to see them safety measures.
So there was more carnage that went on the high line with the 77, the 19.
Oh.
Just a lot of wreckage. 19 was pretty badly damaged. That's John Ledger in the 19. We also saw Dan Withers was involved in that crash.
Well, hope some of these guys can get back to the pits, get some of this damage fixed, get back out on the track, and get some redemption maybe.
Yep, we've got a lot of folks that are now on pit road, getting that damage repaired and getting back out there. Well, that's 4 cautions and 20 laps. So let's hope that we can kind of settle down and get back out and get some green flag racing going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Knock some of these nerves out. 20 laps in. Got to find a way to settle down and do some racing. We can't keep racing from caution laps. I mean, you can. I mean, that's going to be a whole other strategy, but it's not normally one somebody's from.
Agreed. So in all of that drama that was going out through the carnage of the wreckage that caused our 4th caution, there was a changes on the leaderboard, and it looks like Christopher Howell has now moved into 1st place, and the 11 car of Zachary Jerkness is now in 2nd. I know I'm butchering that man's name. But,
yeah, we both are. The only reason why we keep saying it, because we want to get it right.
That's it. So we'll jump back. We'll kind of take a walk back through the field. We've got Christopher Howell, the 11 car of Zachary will be on the outside, followed by Michael Lowry in the 20 on the board. The 6 on the car on track, but the 3 car in iRacing of Travis Murgaard, followed by the 27 of Jeff Nairn. Behind him is Jeff Nini. His car shows 8 on track, but he's a 40 car in iRacing. Behind Jeff is the 29 of Corey Reboyne, followed by the 5 car of Kublai Salen. Freddie Durstock in the 23, as they begin to form up, is behind him. And our 10th car is Lewis Hayes in the 22. That's the top 10, and we'll try to catch you up with the balance of the field. Right now, though, we are about to go back to green flag racing here at Daytona International Speedway.
We do have 17 cars on the lead lap, so that's still good for now. You know, let's make that work. Let's make that work and have a good race. Let's go green.
So the 29 car drop out of line there of Hayes.
I saw that.
Yeah, we're on the back stretch now. We are forming up to get back to green flag racing.
Chesapeake, Virginia. Christopher Howe. Been to Chesapeake, Virginia. I lived out in Virginia when I was in the Navy.
You know, Christopher Howell has been, I think, in almost every one of these IWM recruitment races. We've seen him have great success at other events that we've had.
Absolutely, I agree. He has been out. I do believe almost every one of them. And we're going back green right now.
We are back to green flag racing.
And what a jump by Chris. He is gone. I'm not sure if that's going to help him here at Daytona. Well, you know, I've seen Chris do this before at these super speedways. He jumps out there and he jumps up top real quick to stop that run from the bottom, and he hops back down.
Ooh,
and it's doing exactly what he expects. It's checking everybody up behind him.
Well, so if I had a place to be, I'd rather be out front and away from a lot of the bumping and banging that's going on behind him. It's there's a lot of mixing up that's going on back here in the field.
They're still trying to form that high line up. Well,
high line has not come together quite yet. There's that low line is staying together. That 5 and the 77 are trying to do something on the outside, but they're not getting any takers. Well, there's a few that have moved out.
One that wants pushed and wants to be grabbed.
I'm seeing the 29, the 5, and the 77.
22 into the wall. Loader into the wall. I don't know if that's going to hurt him with the draft.
Well, he saved it. Oh, there's more. Oh, no.
27. Oh, is he going to save it? Oh, he saved it. Looked like the 77. Oh, the 27's in the grass. Oh, he's going to get a penalty for that, I'm for sure.
We're staying green here.
Staying green, yeah, he's for sure going to get a penalty for that. And that was Jeff.
Jeff Nairn.
Our buddy Jeff Nairn, yeah. Unfortunate for him right now.
Let's go back and take a look at that incident. You can see looks like they had some contact with the 77 and forced him to drive right through the grass between pit road and the front stretch.
Yeah, I thought he had it saved right here. I don't know. Oh, he just decided, oh, man, better this way than that way. Oh, sometimes
yeah, he'll take the penalty.
To make that decision.
Well, let's go back to live racing again. I'm sure
that might be a 40-second penalty. He might have to do that during the green flag stop.
Yeah. Of course, he was forced down. He may ask for a little bit of prayer from the admins.
Ooh, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't seen any decision on the iRacing over here, but we'll keep an eye on that and see if maybe something like that happen. He is still out on the track. He has not come in to serve that penalty, so I am keeping an eye on that.
So it looks like this group of...
Looks like Chris might have got... Yeah, Chris has not in the lead anymore.
No, Michael Lowry has moved up and taken over first spot.
Travis in there still hanging out there. He led a little bit, most of the beginning of the race. He's running 4th right now. It looks like maybe he's just kind of stalking everybody. Zachary, I didn't want to butcher your name again. He's running 3rd. Now these guys are all running in line. They're 1, 2, looks like 1st through 6th, and that's going to make them a little faster, especially if everybody behind them is racing.
So it looks like on the replay that Mike Lowry moved to the outside line and used the 5 and the 8 car and moved him up. I'm sorry, the 5 and the 29 car and pushed him ahead of Christopher Howell.
Wow. Yeah, that was a good move.
So that's pretty common, right? You see someone who will see an opportunity, jump up to the high line, use the push from the high line, move to the front, and then drop down to the low line and take over the lead.
Sorry about that, guys. Son is 2, and he's running wild. It looks like Jeff did have a little bit of grace from the race control guards. It looks like maybe his black flag was clear. Looks like maybe they reviewed that and
Oh.
Decided that that was a racing incident.
Looks like we've got some folks on pit road.
Got the number 20 and the number 8, it looks like. Got Michael Lowry, one of the leaders, coming in.
I've got Michael Lowry. I've got Jeff Nini also on pit road, and Corey Raboyne also on pit road. Looks like it's just fuel for the 29, as well as Michael Lowry and Jeff Nini. They just came in to top off fuel.
Wonder if maybe they had that all talked out. They had that planned out pretty good there. Maybe they could be working together. But that put Zachary out in the lead right now, which Travis is pushing him around the track right now. It looks like they're trying to get a little bit of gap on everybody else right now.
Well, it looks like Chris Howell actually has moved into first place, but with Zachary behind, and Travis Murgaard now back in the third spot, followed by Kublai Ceylan in the fourth position. So with only 60% fuel, I'm assuming that was the time to get gas. So I'm expecting that we'll see some others at some point coming back in. And that's the right plan. You've got to come in with a drafting partner. You can't just go it yourself. If you come in by yourself at Daytona and also those other super speedways, you're in trouble.
Oh yeah, you're going to get left for sure. And there's a nice little pack forming up behind the lead group here. A nice little group of 5. It looks like, yeah, they're going to catch that lead group. Looks like one of the guys came in by themselves. I missed who it was because I was watching the pack behind them.
That's Travis Murgaard. Travis Murgaard came in by himself.
And that pack behind him is Kenny. I should be able to catch them in a hurry because everybody's going through green flags right now. Which I'm a little surprised with the cautions that happened 10 laps ago. I'm surprised people are coming in.
Yeah, I don't see. So the 1 and 2 car right now of Chris Howell and Zachary. They well, here we go. Here we go.
They're both coming in.
They are. They are on pit road.
I think Chris decided to come in with Zach, even though Chris was leading, because it looked like Chris was going to keep on going, and he had to slam on his brakes at the last second there to get in.
Well,
that was a really good move.
This is the first pit stop for both drivers, so there should be a bunch of others that come in as well.
Well, that's telling me they're going to have to go at least 2 more pit stops then, probably, at least to finish this race.
So that moves John Ledger to first place, followed by Freddie Durstock, who has now come up to second. You've got Lewis Hayes in third, Evan Amick now in the fourth spot, and Kublai Ceylan is in fifth. Another driver now that's coming in, Dan Withers, is now on pit road.
One of the keys we mentioned at the beginning of the race, pit stops. That's got the field shuffled around. Oh, we got somebody else coming in. I didn't see him. He came in all by himself again with the lead pack.
That was the number 5 of Kublai Ceylan. He
coming
did.
In by yourself could be disaster. Oh, I hear somebody hitting the wall. I hear it sometimes, but I can't see it. This front pack is not racing. They are lining up and they are trying to get a gap.
Well, they're doing a great job. Let's bring up that current gap in the tower. So right now that top group has a 5-second gap over the 6th place car of Dan Withers.
Looks like Dan's got him a running partner, Scott Crouch, back there with him, but that's not going to be enough to catch back up to these 5 guys.
Well, the guys at the front here, they're doing a good job of keeping together, but not a great job. There's a little bit of...
They could be tighter for sure.
They could. That 3rd, 4th, and 5th car of Hayes, Amick, and Robley tend to... it's like crack the whip, right? They're kind of moving out of position especially through corner exit.
Yeah, and I can tell Freddie, we can do maybe an in-car camera here on Freddie, but I bet he's almost got that gas pedal hammered. If the 22 can't get closer to his bumper, he's not going to be able to get to Jeff's bumper, or John's bumper as well. Sorry about that.
We could ride along with Freddie Durstock.
Freddie going to come up out of 2 here and try to line it up to that bumper as square as possible. As square as he can get, it makes everybody faster.
He's still got a pretty good gap between him and the 19 car of John Ledger. Not quite able to close that gap.
You know that that gap has spread by another second or so on that 6th place car, though. They're still pulling away a little bit. Now these guys are on different pit strategies as well. So once it cycles back around, it's really going to come down to who's drafting with who right now and how fast they're lined up, like me and Rick are talking about. If these guys could really line up and get formed up, they could probably gain a lot of time on the other guys that had the late pits.
So just so right now what we got, Matt, is John Ledger was pitted last on 19, Freddie Durstock on lap 14, Lewis Hayes, Evan Amick, Chris Rubley, Dan Withers, Scott Crouch, and Scott Crouch. They're all pitted on lap 18, 19. So the group back in
is Freddie. He's the low man on the totem pole.
He is, yeah. So he's going to probably look for fuel, as well as Jeff Narron. He shows last time in was on lap 14 as well.
Jeff Narron, where is Jeff running? No, Jeff's running down there 10th. He's about 30. Ooh, he's a good 40 seconds back. There's a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars, about 11th to 16th that are all running together. I wonder if they're all on the same pit strategy. That's something that you can look up. Whoa, we're pitting. Oh, Freddie's trying to pit, and he got a hit going into the pits. But he saved it.
So it looks like both Freddie Durstock and John Ledger have come in together. Looks like John Ledger overshot his pit and had to back up.
Oh, no. That's going to give the lead to Evan.
Yep, Evan Amick will, they're now got a full tank of Sunoco fuel, and we'll jump out with our leader, Evan Amick, as he now moves into first.
Oh, we're pretty good. John got out before him. Wow.
They are side by side with the 22 for first place here, and they are running together. That's going to give the 67 car and the 68 car of Withers and Crouch a good opportunity to catch this lead pack.
It is, and that 22, I don't know if he's trying to side draft to get around it. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Well, it's definitely allowing the 4th and 5th car to catch up, because after that, there's a 31-second lead over the 6th position.
Yeah. Jurgensen, Howe, Ledger.
Correct. Now, all those drivers from 6th position back all pitted on lap 30. So everything forward pitted on lap 19. So 1 through 5 was on lap 19. So they're probably due. There's 20 laps in. They're probably right now working on their pit strategy. And as you can see, they've caught him. And that 22 has now filed all the way back to the end of this lead pack.
That's a good example of what can happen if you don't have a buddy.
So let's jump back to that second group. take a peek, run through the field here. You've got Zachary Bajirknis running in 6th place, followed by Christopher Howell there, nose to tail. They know that they need to run together. Behind them, you've got the group of Freddie Durstock and Bradley Cockrell in 8th and 9th. Behind them, John Ledger. This group is next. This is Michael Lowry, Corey Raboyne, Kublai Ceylon, and Jeff Nini and Travis Murgard, and that's the top 15.
Still got 15 cars on the lead lap. We only got 1 car lap down. That's Jeff Nini. So he would be the lucky dog right now if we had a caution.
He would. Oh, they're wrecking in the front. The 68 car and the 22 collided and got together. I think they tried to come down. Caution has not come out. But we've got the entire leaders now coming down pit road.
It looks like maybe they were trying to pit when it happened. Did the caution come out? I haven't.
Caution did not come out. Caution, we stayed green flag.
You know, they were so far out front. This is going to be... They're coming in a hurry, but this is going to be closer than I thought it was going to be. Especially if they get out. There they go. There goes the leaders. Now the leaders.
I think they're going to cycle back pretty far as we head back out on track.
Yeah, they're going to lose that draft.
So we have new leader. Well, that's Bradley Cockrell now in the pits. Our new leader is going to be Christopher Howell. And Zachary Bajirknis in 2nd. Freddie Durstock has moved up to 3rd with John Ledger. And now they have taken the outside line and have got a run going.
They do. They have really pulled up on the front 2 guys. And boy, they got to run on the outside in a hurry. Are they going to get some help? If they can get some help, they're going to move right on past. And they do. They got 3 more cars that came up behind them that's going to help them.
Well, that's some great racing there.
I talked to Freddie Durstock before the race, and he said that he was tired of running in the back. He said he's tired of running back there, and he's going to start running up front. So that's what he's doing. I like to see good old Freddie up front. I like to see some good luck for Freddie. Good guy. But that's really going to shuffle Chris back. It shuffled him all the way back to 5th, 6th. He's still getting passed.
Yeah, I currently show Chris. Well, he's kind of moved back up to the outside line. And he's using that to try and gain some spots.
Oh, easy guys.
You've got a lot of tight racing going on here at the front. Freddie Durstock is still showing in 1st, but you've got the 5 car trying to help Chris Howell to move up farther. Looks like they had some help and lost some help. So right now that outside line's beginning to lose a bit of the momentum that they had built up. They really could use some help.
Oh, they got a nice little run down the backstretch. Not enough to pass a bunch of people, but you know, John keeps poking out a little bit there, he's trying to draft behind Freddie. That allows that outside lane to catch a little bit of that draft from that bottom line, just a little bit. Enough to keep them up there just long enough to get a little more help. If somebody wants to go up there and help them a little bit. I've done that plenty of times from the outside line. You could do that for sure. Oh, that outside line is definitely...
Well, I think it's starting to...
a mess now.
Yeah, they're trying to form it back up, but it's not. I think they're catching a pretty big run, and instead of just maybe backing off a little bit or trail braking, they're just letting the cars run up wide because they're back up on the outside. That 29 car.
That little melee coming into the pits. Oh, literally spread out there coming out of the corner. Yeah, wow. Travis is good 7 seconds back from the 8th place car. I was wondering what happened to him. He was running up front there for a while. Oh, cars below the yellow. Oh, we got Dord. 29, Dordet. He's not the 88. What is he? The 25? He is the 88. Christopher Howe.
Yeah, we've seen the 29 drop below the yellow line on more than one occasion here tonight. That has caused him to move up to third, so he is now sitting in third place.
He's trying to do it by himself. He's not going to make any friends that way.
No, Mike Lowry moved up to kind of help him up a little bit, but I think he backed off. Christopher Howell and
or set him up. Oh, he is going to help him.
Yep.
A lot of jockeying. I think everybody's trying to trick everybody. We got 25 to go here at Daytona International Speedway with Freddie Durstock leading and John Ledger pushing him around the track. Corey Raybone running third, Michael Lowry fourth, and Christopher Howell rounding out the top five. Really coming down the backstretch. That outside lane, 2 cars on the outside, that's not going to do it.
Christopher Howell is now ducked inside and is now running behind John Ledger. There's still 3 cars on the outside, which is the 29.
Oh, Christopher Howell jumped back down in the bottom line, left
He
it,
did.
abandoned that top line. I'm not sure if maybe that's the running partners. He didn't like who he was running with there. Maybe he just saw a smoother line from the bottom lane. You never know. You know, you get the wrong guys up top, and it's not as straight, not as fast. That's always an on-track opinion.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He saved it.
Easy, guys. Easy, easy.
That was a 20 car that of Michael Lowry that kind of lost it coming off that turn, but he saved it coming back. The 29 has now moved up to the outside line. Jeff Nini is now back. Oh, there's a lot of movement among this lead pack. 3 wide.
Oh, the 3 wide.
I think that has shuffled the 29 car back.
3 wide into 3. Oh!
There's
got into the back of the 8.
Yeah, there's a lot of dancing going on right now on this track.
A lot of checking up.
"22 laps to go here at Daytona International Speedway."
Oh, into the wall.
Did he save it? It looks to be like he saved it. We're still green flag. Looks like some contact with the 29 into the safer barrier. But he saved it. And this lead pack is holding it together. And it's now top 5. They've got a 2+ second lead over the 6th place car of Kublai Sayan.
Not sure what kind of damage, if they got damage, Kublai, Corey, and Zachary, but if they team up, they might be able to maybe catch a draft from this lead pack, but they're going to have to form back up single file. And like I said, I don't know what kind of damage they have either.
Well, they had
to drop back like that.
They're back 3 solid seconds behind them. That is going to be, if anything, that's the tail end of the draft. Oh, we've got somebody's dropped out, headed towards pit road. We've got Michael Lowry headed down pit road, and Corey Raboyne. Raboyne is now coming down pit lane as well.
Thinking maybe they can make it the rest of the way here, Rick.
With
21, about 20 of the laps to go, maybe 22. I don't know about a green-white checker, though. That'll be cutting it close.
Freddie Durstock's last stop was on lap 36. All right, let's head back out to our leaders. I don't know if he's got enough fuel. But this lead pack has checked out.
They sure are. They're a good 4 seconds off on the 5th place guy, Kubalay Saline.
Almost 7 seconds.
I don't want to jinx anything. I was going to say this is. We haven't had any cautions in a while, so this has allowed the field to spread out and get some actual racing going. And you know, sometimes that's what happens here. Good pit stops, bad pit stops. Keep your car clean. Makes faster cars.
Well, we can take this opportunity if we want to kind of run back through the field.
Got looks like Travis Mergard. He's going to go ahead and pit with 19 to go. We got Freddie still out front. Freddie Durstock, John Ledger running 2nd. Christopher Howe running 3rd. Like Jeff Nini is running 4th.
Actually, I think Jeff Nini has now gone into the pits.
Coming into the pits? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Jeff Nini is now on pit road. You've also got Travis Mergard coming down pit road. And Bradley Cockrell is on pit lane. Jeff's got some right side damage on that car, but he is down and out. Travis Mergard is still in the pits, and now he is out.
Fuel only for these guys.
Fuel only. Those were short pits. Freddie Durstock is now coming down pit road, so they did not have enough fuel.
Clear black. Oh no. Looks like Freddie Durstock might have been speeding entering the pits. Unfortunately.
That's a tough penalty at this stage. You've got Freddie Durstock, Christopher Howell now coming off pit road. And Freddie is now down and out. And that brings up the fact that we now have a new leader. Kublai Sealand is now. Yep, he is now on the top of the leaderboard with a 13-second lead.
Commanding 13-second lead.
No, I'm sorry. We've now been notified that he is now entering pit lane. So this should be the last of the green flag pit stops. He had last pitted on lap 31. And now with 16 laps to go, we have a new leader. Our new leader with 16 laps to go is Dan Withers, followed by Evan Amick, and those guys are teammates.
They are. And when was the last time they pit, right?
Lap 40. So I think that they timed it pretty well.
You don't think they're going to have to come in one more time, these two? I think 30 laps is going to be enough?
I don't know.
For some reason I was thinking 25 laps was going to be a max, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these guys know something I don't.
Maybe they're hoping for a yellow flag at this point. But beyond them, Dan Withers, Evan Amick, and Chris Robley, who are sitting 1, 2, and 3, pitted last on lap 40. The field behind them, led by Christopher Howell, John Ledger, Corey Raboyne, and Michael Lowry, and Freddie Durstock. Freddie Durstock all pitted on lap 50. So pretty sure that group behind them is safe to go. They are.
Yes. I think you're right, Rick. I think these top three are maybe betting on a caution. You know, we haven't had one in a while, so showing Christopher Howe here, John Ledger. They're in a pair here, trying to catch up to this lead pack, but they're a good 9 seconds back, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to do it by themselves. But they are on a different pitch strategy, like we said, so You know, it's going to cycle them back around if and when Evan and Chris pit. You know, I don't know their actual pit strategy. They, like I said, they might know. They might know something I don't. I just call it as I see it. Whoa!
Well, this front group has checked out pretty good. They've got an 8-second lead over Christopher Howell and John Ledger.
You know, that lead has actually been shortened a little bit, Rick. It was 9 seconds, I do believe.
Well, they're not, you know, that first place group has not really hung on, and now we're seeing, you can actually see both groups. Christopher Howell and John Ledger are on the backstretch at the same time as this front group, and they're catching them.
They are catching them. And this front pack is just not formed up like they should. Who is that? Christopher Roadley? He's just not as close as he should be.
Yeah, he's kind of hanging back.
Maybe he lost the drive. I did see him get high a lap or so ago, almost hit the wall. I don't know if maybe he got loose coming out of the corner. But I think maybe that caused him to lose a little bit of the draft. Maybe he just hasn't caught back up yet.
Yeah, with him being as far back as he is, that's really impacting them. And now that lead has been shortened. Now it's 7 seconds between the 4th and 5th place car of Howell and Ledger.
At a second a lap, they're going to have enough time to catch him if this stays green. Let's go ahead and check it out this lap and see how.
Yeah, I think really the key to this front pack is Robley. They've got to get him caught up and in line and pushing together, because if not, they're going to continue to lose. But with 10 laps to go.
At the same time, I'm not even sure John and Chris should be pushing it, because they probably know that they're on a different pitch strategy as them. So I'm assuming that they would think that they're going to take over the lead when these guys go into the pits.
Well, and I'd hate to be on board with Dan Withers and Evan Amick and Robley with a need to stop for fuel with 10 laps to go.
I wonder if we could go ask them. They are in Discord, aren't they? I don't know how that works. It would be like a live interview, wouldn't it? In-car interview.
Yeah, I'd hate to do that under green flag conditions.
Yeah, we definitely want to catch them if there was a caution or something. Sure. I'm not going to bug them right now. But we would definitely know what's going on in their head. It'd be nice to know.
So 10 laps to go. We can jump back to Christopher Howell and John Ledger. These guys are running nose to tail, and they are now 6 seconds behind the leaders of Dan Withers and Evan Amick.
6 seconds with 10 to go.
Pit road. Now we have the leaders on pit road. You were correct. We have a fuel issue with these guys, and they're coming in for gas with 9 seconds to go. I think
That's
we may have
give Chris Howell the lead with John Ledger right behind him.
Yeah, I think Mobley overshot his pit. So.
Oh no.
Yep, Chris Robley overshot his pit.
Doesn't look like Dan go in and pit with him. He did, didn't he?
He did, yeah. So Dan and Evan went in together. Chris Robley followed, and then Chris Robley overshot his pit. All right, new leaders, and we had expected this. Christopher Howell and John Ledger have moved into first, and they have about a 5.5 second lead over Michael Lowry, Corey Raboyne, and Freddie Durstock in 5th place.
Yeah, with 8 laps to go, you know, they're not completely out of it. We were watching these two catch the top 3 pack. So, you know, if these 3 guys, these 3rd, 4th, and 5th place guys here line up, they might be able to catch these guys with 8 laps to go. You never know. And they are formed up pretty good back there. There's actually 4 of them back there. So,
Yeah, they've got to get nose to tail and stay together as a group, and they will catch these leaders. But with 8 laps to go, it's going to be tight.
yeah, and they're not going to do it like this. They need to line up and go. They're just not together right now.
The 29 car keeps dipping out a little bit and making it a little bit harder for the 20 car of Lowry to keep a consistent pace.
Yeah,
Durstock
and, you know,
is...
that also hurts. That's also going to hurt Durstock too, you know, because, you know, he's got to be as close to this, you know, the second car as possible. And he can't do that as well either. Oh, wow, he's all over the place. Well, they're going to try to go around him. They think he's got a little damage. I don't know if...
Don't know. It also could be...
But that's definitely not helping them.
No, it's not.
They're now 6 seconds back. So, I believe they're going the wrong way. Right?
Yep, with 6 laps to go, that type of team and draft racing is not going to help you. You're not going to gain anything with that approach.
Like John and Chris are electing to take it easy here, and they're just... Oh.
Looks like they are about to run down potentially some lap traffic. They're moving up over the 85.
The 85, yes.
Chris Robley, I think he was the first car on the 1 lap down. But
yeah, they'll go ahead and put him through.
5 laps to go here at Daytona.
I'm getting race chatter in my ear. Makes me giggle. Sorry about that, guys. I thought,
So jumping back to Michael Lowry and that group, they've now separated themselves from that 4th car, and they are making an attempt here to try and keep it together. But they are still...
They've gained a little bit, but they've gained like a 10, I think.
With
Not
4 laps to go, it's going to be hard, Matt.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need that big yellow. Four laps to go. They've caught him a little more, but it's just not going to be enough time, I don't think, right? They're really... not with them shuffling like that.
Well, and they're also having to deal with a little bit of lap traffic here, and that's not helping them because they're not getting around lap traffic, or they're also not taking advantage of the draft potential that lap traffic does bring to them.
Yeah, that pull that they should be getting off that lap traffic for sure. They should use that lap traffic as long as possible to the last second. They got it down to 5.8. They've dropped it down a second, but they took them 3 laps to do that. So.
Riding along here.
Looks like John's making a move on Chris on the outside. He's going to start racing with 3 to go. Oh, and he got him.
He got him. He got around. 2 to go. With a new leader here, and John Ledger has now moved into first. Christopher Howell in second, and
now Scott. Oh, Chris,
Oh,
oh,
he
spin him!
spins
Oh,
him!
he
Spin
spun
him!
him! He spun the leader!
Oh my gosh!
Oh, he's on top of him! Wow, now that's gonna shake some stuff up big
Oh
time.
my
That's
gosh!
exactly what Freddie and that second pack needed.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh!
And I was just about to say, Scott, the lap down car was up there with a clean car, and that could have made a huge difference for one of them. He probably would have helped one of them, I'm sure. And then that wouldn't happen.
That is going to change everything. Let's just take another look at that incident. Oh my gosh!
They just started racing a little early, I think.
Definitely a little aggressive. Take it back here.
Oh, he rode around on his top for a little bit.
So Chris Hall, after he got past, he moved up to the outside of John Ledger, and in doing so, hooked him into the wall, causing John Ledger to spend a lot of time on his roof, and then get thrown back and on top of
Oh.
Chris Howell. That'll be a great picture for after this event. Well,
Wow. That was a hell of a hit. I hope John's all right.
well, that certainly shakes up the field. I'm sure that's going to put Chris Howell and John Ledger in the pits for a quick repair and get them back out on the track.
But what that's going to do, that's going to shake this field up. It's going to shake it up, Rick. It's going to get crazy now here with only... We're going to have one to go. We're going to do a green-white checker here. Is that what we're going to have?
I think that we were going to have to do a green-white checker.
Oh, boom, boom, boom.
That puts the 20 car of Mike Lowry in first place.
Now, here's another question, Rick. Who's got clean cars and who doesn't have clean cars? Now, we had 2 quick repairs throughout this race, but we've had 5 cautions. 3 of them were early.
I think Freddie Durstock is going to be in third place. There goes our lucky dog around the outside there. Third or fourth with Freddie. He'll be behind. Well, the 29 is. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Purple car's getting lapped back here.
Yeah.
Oh, 29 dropping off the apron.
I think he's just taking a scenic tour. So the 20 car looks pretty clean. I know Freddie went back and got his car cleaned up.
Yeah, 20 does look real clean.
Not sure about the 29. I'm not sure I can get to the outside of the 29. But my guess is that the top guys are probably in pretty decent shape.
Yeah, I'm not finding any damage on my screen that I'm looking at here. Not anything major. Even all the way back to Dan, 7th, he still looks alright. John looks like maybe he had a quick repair look. Some people, unhappy people out on the track. Somebody's sleeping.
Well, it looks like the lights are out on the pace car, and we are about to go back to green flag racing. Field is forming back up. I'm not sure why the 29 car has jumped so far ahead of the 20 car. That will not go over well at the line.
It, it won't. But he's not really doing anything wrong, really.
No.
Unfortunately,
No.
it's a bad move, and people don't like it. You're right.
Well, it's going to spread the field out coming to the green flag.
But he will get black flagged if he crosses the line before the leader. So.
Well, pace car should be dropping off.
Yeah, they're tightening back up real good here. Pace car's off. Holding. And we're green. Green. Oh, easy, Freddie, easy.
Hang in there. 2 laps to go. 20 car is now in first place, followed by Raboyne in the 29, Dursock in third.
Always going to the outside, trying to get a run. 29
Yep.
getting a run. On Michael. Stay down there, Freddie. Get that run first.
Rewide coming through turn 2.
laps to
Oh,
go.
wrecking,
They're
Durstock. They're wrecking.
We are going to have some unhappy customers. What happened?
Let's try to go back to Freddie Durstock here. All right, let's see what we got as we're coming out.
Oh, it looks like.
So
Oh man, we were
so
three
we're
wide.
3 wide. 3 wide, that's
maybe
correct.
The 10.
10 came down. Looks like he doored that. The 23 and took out Christopher Howell as well on the outside. A little bit of
he was going. I think he was going up and he overcorrected to come back down and took out Freddie. And yeah, as he was drifting up, coming out of the corner, and I think he overcorrected to come down, so he didn't hit Chris originally, and then he overcorrected into Freddie, and then came back up and hit Chris anyway. Yeah, that's. Oh, and Freddie come all the way down and killed the wall.
He did. So getting back up with Chris Howell on the wall, you wound up with a 68 of Scott Crouch as well being damaged.
Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, and that was Zachary. That was Zachary Jerkness as well in that wreck. That's what caused that wreck. So, all right. So that.
That's gonna put Corey out front. It looks like. With Kubilay Saline making his way back up into the top 2. How about that?
Well, I'd love to say that this never happens at these plate tracks, but we've seen these big wrecks time and time again.
Time and time again. And that doesn't mean that they're over.
No. That is correct. We've got a green-white checker, so...
This is our second green. This will be our second green-white checker. There's 3 total. But we don't want to use all 3.
This is really only our 6th caution of the night.
Or we had the first 4 real early, and then we had a really good couple good long green flag runs.
Where we saw green flag pit stops at lap 40 and again at 50 for some of these leaders here.
Yes.
So it looks like we've
Of
got...
course, we're always going to have more mayhem towards the end again, of course.
We've got 11 cars still on the lead lap. Looks like the lights are off on the pace car, and this field is getting ready to come back to green.
Going to be our second green-white checker here. Now the goal is to get back around on the first lap and get to the start-finish line, so we can have a green finish. So we don't want to finish under caution.
So pretty much that's it, right, Matt? Once they make it back to the stripe, after they complete their first lap of this green-white checker, it's pretty much on from there.
It's on from there. You wreck, you better keep going. You better find a way. It is on. There will be no more cautions if we make it back around.
All right. Looks like Corey Raboyne is leading us down to the stripe.
Now, I don't expect a whole bunch of jockeying down to the bottom line, but you know, I've seen crazier things. I'm hoping this top line forms up and they try to do something up there. We've seen the top line struggle all race to form up and make good runs. A couple times single cars, but they were getting runs off the tail ends of the leaders too. So you know, let's hope this top line gets a good run and we get a good
green.
Here we go. Gotta get back around. And that top line is sure forming up in a hurry. The 29, they're leaving him stranded.
Oh, they pushed the 5 to the lead. That is Kublai Ceylan now showing in first place, followed by Murgaard on the outside.
Oh, a little loose in the back.
They've got to get around.
Coming in the middle, 3 and 4. Easy, guys. Make it back to the stripe.
Got to make it to the stripe. They are 3 wide, 4 wide.
Oh, I believe they're going to make it. 29 into the wall. But I think they made it to the stripe.
Oh, and they're wrecking behind.
Oh, I believe they made it, Rick. It's not going to matter. We're going to go green. We're going to go green here.
We'll jump back with the leader now. John Ledger has returned to the top. It's John Ledger and Travis Murgaard in second, Kublai Ceylan in third, Christopher Howell in fourth, Dan Withers in fifth, Evan Amick and Chris Robley. We are on the backstretch.
Nice little pack behind them there. Might get a good run coming into 3 here. See if Travis stays on John's butt here. Oh, they got a run on the outside. Here they come on the outside. They got that run. What's he going to do? Push him, Travis. Oh, Travis is spinning out.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Chris is going to start drafting. Oh, Chris. Oh, it was close. I'm not sure who got that. That was really cool. Chris or Kublai, that was a really close. That was a photo finish. I'm not... It looks like they're giving it to Chris, but if they did, oh my gosh, that is by a nose hair.
Let's jump back.
Wow. What a finish. The official results are showing Christopher Howell and then Kublai Ceylan first and second. Looks like John Ledger. He got left. Travis got wrecked there towards the end and finished third. He got a nice top 3 though. It was a good race by John.
Let's see if we can get a little bit tighter shot at the stripe.
Boy,
there we go.
Close.
Let's see what we got. That's not going to tell us much.
Oh!
Christopher Howell by just a nose. Just a nose. One of the tightest races we've had here at Daytona.
These super speedway races are always exciting at the end, aren't they?
They are.
Very exciting.
So
Now all drivers will be reviewed and looked over and considered for the league. It's not something that everybody is able to just join into. So I know they really do some background. I don't want to say background checks, but they really look into most of these drivers.
So we want to thank you for joining us here at the iRacing Warrior Motorsports recruitment race here at Daytona under the lights. Your winner of tonight's event, Christopher Howell. Second place, Kublai Ceylan. Third place, John Ledger. Fourth place, Dan Withers. Fifth is Evan Amick. Sixth is Chris Robley. Seventh, Travis Murgaard. Eighth is Jeff Neaney. Ninth is Bradley Cockrell. And 10th is Corey Raboyne. We thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you. My name is Rick Souza, and I'm your host. My co-host, Matt Swope, was here as well. And we appreciate you spending the time with us. You please can follow us on Twitch and YouTube, and we appreciate you watching tonight.
Everybody have a good evening.